Today I'll be discussing my article and its relation to biology. The article I chose was about the first patient being dosed in a clinical trial for Tay-Sachs disease, which is a neurological degenerative disease that affects young children. Usually it's diagnosed by about 6 months of age, and unfortunately it does end up causing death by the age of about 4.5. There are a lot of symptoms of this disease that also end up being what kills the child. There is the eventual loss of traits, which is the biggest part about the disease, is that it causes a regression of milestones, as they're called for children. So a child that was walking, maybe even talking, saying some words, will stop talking, stop walking, stop crawling, stop sitting up, stop being able to eat, eventually leading us. It will eventually go blind and deaf. Will lose its the child will lose its ability to basically function. They will become paralyzed and eventually die due to the disease. This disease is caused by a buildup of fatty substance caused by gangliosides, which is due to a genetic miscoding in the bear with me, I don't think I can pronounce this, B-hexosaminidase A, which basically causes these GM2 gangliosides to accumulate in lysosomes of cells, and it causes this buildup of fatty substance that then causes brain degeneration. I cannot speak right now, I apologize. This is a recessive linked disorder where both parents have to be a carrier in order for it to be passed on to the child. So in my article, it basically discussed a lot about how SIO Gene Companies, SIO Gene Therapies, is a company that is investing in this project with the University of Massachusetts Medical School. And they are basically the treatment that they have proposed, which is FDA approved as of 2019 for this clinical trial, not FDA approved as a treatment, FDA approved as a clinical trial, is that it will be injecting the AXO AAV GM2, which is the name of the injection. It will be injecting it directly into the brain and spinal cord of affected children with Tay-Sachs and Sandhoff disease. Sandhoff disease is the juvenile version of Tay-Sachs. So Tay-Sachs is the name of it for when the child is an infant, and then it develops into Sandhoff disease once the child ages out of infantry. So the company basically is working with a lot of the doctors at University of Massachusetts in order to take this AXO AAV GM2 and inject it into the brain stem and spinal cord in order to hopefully be able to stop and retract the effects of Tay-Sachs. So the goal is, with the injection, it will inject directly into the brain, which will then spread to the different cells. It will decrease the buildup of fatty acids, which will then it will stop the firstly, it will stop the shoot. I'm sorry. I have a picture here, but it's reversed. So I wanted to show you this picture, but I can't figure out how to make it unreversed. So it will basically prevent the mutation on chromosome 15, which I don't know if I mentioned that, but it'll prevent the mutation, the beta-hexosaminidase, from producing the gangliosides that will that cause the fatty acid buildup, and it will then lead to the child being able to get those milestones back. If a child had stopped walking, they'll start walking again. They'll be able to move forward with the disease rather than have their nerves degenerated from the fatty acid and the ganglioside buildup. Overall, this topic obviously has a lot to do with biology in the fact that it is a genetic disease. The genetic diseases that we covered were all chromosomal, and this one also is. And Tay-Sachs is a very unfortunate genetic disease that doesn't have a cure, but hopefully will in the future with this study.